The police in Columbus, Ohio, releasing video of a person of interest linked to the murder of dentist Spencer Tepe and his wife Monique. It shows the person walking in an alley near the couple's home where they were gunned down last week. The couple's two children found crying but unharmed in that house. Former homicide detective Brian Foley joins me now. Brian, just an absolutely horrific case now gaining national attention. What are your takeaways from that video that you just saw?
The takeaways is they're starting to make progress once they start putting this video together. And Columbus, Ohio has a pretty decent crime center where they're going to be able to get pieces to get them to their technology and be able to start to track where this person came from or how they got there in the first place. Look, when you get to a husband and wife murder every time as a homicide detective, in the back of your mind, there's always that murder-suicide thing. This was quickly ruled out. That would have been ruled out by gunshot residue on the victim's hands, stippling, without getting too technical on the crime scene stuff. An autopsy would have determined that this is not murder-suicide, and the Columbus police are certainly pointing in that direction. You hear robbery possibly as a motive. They're going to look for a sign of a struggle within that home. Sign of a struggle within that home will be a very key indication of what happened there.
Two things in the Brown University shooting that I think could be appropriate here. One, any thoughts on the gait, the walking style of this person of interest? That's one. And two, you expect, I'd imagine, that them to be scouring every person's home camera to get any kind of other video on what happened during those hours.
Hey, Todd, this works. It works for cops. It solves homicides when they start scouring for video. They already have a piece here. Like you said, with Brown University, it certainly starts to solve it. But, you know, this is a doctor homicide. And, you know, anytime you have a doctor, dentist, pharmacist, veterinarian, anyone with access to opioids, you begin to look at past patients as well. Was there anything in those regards? It's a very broad case right now.
There's also the matter of the children. How do police navigate the need to interview the two people who could be the only witnesses to this horrific act with the fact that they don't want to re-traumatize these children?
Yeah, so let's start right from the beginning. Cop gets to scene. There's a murder scene. You have little kids there. Get them out. Get them to medical attention ASAP. I'm certain that's what happened. The hospital will have records for next of kin. Likely they'll get next of kin there. The cops don't typically go find the next of kin. Then they'll get them in medical attention. Could they be witnesses? Certainly the 4-year-old could provide something of value. That is done through a forensic, very carefully with, you know, for lack of a better term, social workers. Not, you know, they're not going into the detective bureau and, you know, with the detective smoking a cigarette, asking them questions. It's done very carefully in almost a medical situation, so the kids aren't re-traumatized. The cops don't decide how that's done. You know, it's basically done through the hospitals. Are police going through financial records right now? Oh, everything. They're pulling everything. Cell phones, social media, financial records, trying to determine what is the, you know, the motive for this, and the motive will point to a suspect usually. The thing that we are all wondering now on the motive, the big picture, was this random or was this targeted? And if random, should the people of Columbus, Ohio be worried? You know, you watch that suspect walk away. He's not carrying anything big. There's nothing big was stolen. So if this was a robbery, not much was stolen out of the house. As the police are putting out that video of him walking away. Do I think it was targeted? I always suspect targeted almost right away until it's not, until it's random. If it is random, that is scary for residents of any neighborhood where this would occur. You hear about the family. They were loved. They were kind. People in their community talk so highly of them. You wonder how somebody like that, a couple like that, could ever have any enemies. But that's why we need to look into everything, and that's what police there in Columbus, Ohio will be doing. Brian Foley, is always a pleasure, my friend. Thank you for coming in. Thanks, Todd. We appreciate it.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.